Uh, so, Hello, I'll just share my presentation. Hello, everyone. I'm Juhi, living in Singapore, and I run Turing Ninjas, which is coding and robotics education provider for kids from 5 years old to 14-year-old. I myself have a decade of experience of working in software industry, where I have worked with companies like Cisco, United Technologies, and Erecent. And now I dedicate all my time towards bringing exciting education to children all around the globe. So, like any other parent out there, I was also worried about my kids' education. My elder one started school, and he's having like the teachers are great. They are having very nice curriculum, everything. But what I found that there was a gap where kids are yet not everywhere being taught computational thinking skills. What happens is when we grow old, we go in high school, or we go for our engineering and higher education, we are just thrown into that deep learning. We do not have any experience throughout our studies, and but then how do we make children start introducing these young children from early age to computational thinking? So now there are two ways. It comes with computer science education, and also with STEAM learning. So for younger kids, instead of at elder age throwing them into the deep learning of coding and computer science, we would like to inculcate all these skills from early age using STEM learning. So that is why I came up with this coding and robotic institution in Singapore. So we take in-person holiday camps and then online lessons as well. Also, apart from that, I found that when the kids are learning, they do not know what is the end goal. Why are they learning what they are learning? What are they going to make? Why should they learn what they are being taught? So the solution for that, I read a lot, I researched a lot, and it was found that it's project-based learning. They should know, okay, this is the end goal. We are working for making such and such project, and then in the way during that process, we can make them learn different concepts about different subjects like science and maths along the way. And this is also what we focus for our students. So along with learning coding, we make sure that they are also learning other subjects as well. Like so science will come into picture, mathematical concepts will come into picture, engineering will come into picture, and then the camps, they learn more about electronics and conductors and insulators. So all of this and everything is hands-on. They are going to create something. They know that at the end of few sessions, at the end they will have something to show. They'll have something to show to their parents, their friends, and then that's what brings so much excitement to them while they learn. We also, so everything, all of this, which I find sometimes is missed during school education, we have tried to gather everything into our teaching methodology, where we keep asking a lot of questions to students, like why did they think that this particular, you should go through a particular process. We try to ask so many why and how, and there is no right and wrong answer for them. So whatever they say, we try to get more understanding. Why did they think? Why do they say that is the answer? Or why is something else not an answer? So everything, like bringing up their curiosity is what we aim for while we teach. And one of the most important thing is helping them to grab the limelight. So when we have in-person camps, they are asked to present what they have learned. So I'll give you an example. So when we have these camps, a kid came, he was very shy, wasn't ready to present, okay, what he has made. So just needed some motivation, motivated him. No, you can do that. You can speak. And at the end of those 10 days session, he used to be the one who would raise his hand first, that yes, I want to go and present first. Yes, I can do that. So that kind of education, the kids need motivation and place to present. And that is the reason that I have brought my kids into these international organizations, thanks to Gift, thanks to Kriya, who is having such wonderful events and giving a platform to kids to present. Uh, they are even participating in competitions around the globe, and which is giving them so much exposure, not only with the learning, but how can they present themselves, how to, it gives it grows their character as a whole. It's a holistic way of teaching, which we are trying to have in our education system, in our methodologies. I would now show a few pictures of like what happens in our camps, how do they learn. So they make their own games, hands-on games, where they learn, for example, in the left, they are learning about countries and which continent it belongs to. It's a project based on electronics concept and various STEM kits. We are using various STEM kits. They learn about conductors, insulators, and everything is hands-on. They made mini robots with simple materials found at home. So also, apart from this, for elder kids, we have programs for kindergartens, where the learning is so much hands-on and more kinesthetic. They have online activities, but which is very less, because kids of like 5-year-olds, 6 years old, they would be more happy in playing. So they learn through play. Various kids, robotic STEM kids, they role play as robots. They build multiple playgrounds using engineering. They do pixel art. As we always focus on academics part, so there are activities where they strengthen their phonics along with learning computational thinking. Like they are strengthening their directional thinking. They're asked to pick, okay, you have to take this path to bring that letter, and then you form a word which strengthens their phonics up. And there are online activities where they solve puzzles and also make small animations. So very age appropriate. So each like younger kids will have different activities, elder kids will have different activities. So it's been planned according to child's age. So we are a very new startup. We opened last year, and so we have taught students across 5 countries, held robotics in-person camps in Singapore. Right now, we are making them participate in various competitions and even presenting here in GIFT globally. In line, we are partnering with schools in Singapore for our kindergarten programs, and even many education providers around the world. So this is all about Turing Ninjas. Thank you.
Thank you, Juhi. So I did notice that you said kindergarten was included. How old are the oldest students that participate? Or
5.
Fifth grade or 5?
5 year.
Okay. All right. I find it interesting. I mean, I don't think I've seen a lot of programs that encompass so many different things, all the way from phonics to coding. I mean, I don't usually see that combination. I think it's important that there's a nice transition of learning in there. It's not just one element.
Correct. And it has to be very age appropriate. For younger kids, we just cannot go and make them sit on screens. So it has to be something which is more playful for them. And the elder ones, they are very excited to attend our robotics and camp, because they understand what goes behind the technological world. How, even for example, they made those mini robots. So that's the same concept as we have in our mobile phones, the vibrator. So they understand what they are learning, they can relate it to the real life world. So which is very important for them right now.
When did you start Turing Ninjas?
Last year, May.
Last year?
May last year, yes.
May of last year?
Yeah.
So you didn't have an experience with it before the pandemic then. So this actually, you came right in and,
yes.
and had to figure it out right away to make it work. So how do you think it'll change later? Or do you think it will change later? Do you think you're going to do, is everything you do right now online?
Yes, mostly I would say 90% is online. We are 90% online, and that's why we are able to reach students of different countries. In person, we have, but occasionally during their holiday time, then we have in-person camps. But our major is online because that what I think is going to continue. Even if the pandemic ends, the kids would be very interested in going in person and learning, but online would still be there. It's now forever, is what I believe in.
I agree.
Hello, Juhi.
Hello, Aswai.
Uh, I think you did a wonderful job. So, and especially training for kindergarten kids. Yeah,
Thank you.
it's amazing. I think it's difficult, but
But
how
it's
do
very,
you? Yeah, how do
yes.
you do it online? So is it one-on-one, one teacher on one kid?
Yes, we have. It's one-on-one also, and we take only minimum like 2 to 3 students in a class to make it more interactive. So it's both. It's group also, but very very less to teacher-student ratio.
Yes. Because say in online, it's difficult to catch the attention of the kids, right? So
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's great job, I think.